This morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing day? I'm looking a little washed out on this FaceTime camera, but I'm here. Good morning, everybody. How was your weekend? I hope you guys had an amazing, productive weekend. My weekend was amazing. Sean gave me a Valentine's Day gift early, so I'm going to tell you guys all about that. I had a few first-time things. I had some experiences. I had some things where I was moving 1% closer to my goal, and I had not even known that that's what I was going to be doing. But I did, and so I'm excited to share that with you guys. And so we have a beautiful sunny day outside. I hope you guys do too. And even if you didn't, I will bring the sunshine in through for you. But before we get into everything, hey everybody, my name is Miss Nikkie, and you are here with Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. I am also known as the Dean of Bubble Babes University. And so you guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. You guys may or may not know, I will be on a small hiatus because I am about to have surgery. So I'm going to be on a small hiatus, and then I don't know exactly how long it's going to take me to recover. Hopefully it's not going to take that long. So I'm thinking about 1 or 2 weeks, then I'll be able to, maybe 1 week, I'll be able to get back to Coffee with Nikkie, but we'll see, right? I'm still going to be talking to you guys. I'm still going to be engaging with you guys. I'm still going to be in the community. I'm still going to be doing my clarity calls and everything like that. So I'm still going to be operating. I just won't be in front of the camera. So, yeah, so with that being said, y'all, let's check and see who's in the building. Oh, Sean is in here. Hey, babe. All right, so let's check and see who's in the building. Cousin said it's 9 a.m. All right, so I may or may not stay on Instagram because it's my people are here on YouTube. So good morning, Miss Deltra. Miss Deltra said, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm blessed in capital letters. Yes, and yes. Cousin said, good morning, my hearts. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, happy Monday, everyone. Good morning, Betty Rose. Betty Rose says, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm blessed and highly favored. Yes, and yes. Good morning, Big Meech. Big Meech is in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. And I know Jazz was in the building on the other side, and she said, good morning, and she's on her way to work. So good morning, Jazz. Let's see. Good morning, December. December's in the building. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Everybody, yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa's in the building. She said, good morning, everyone. I am blessed. Thank you, babe. She said, you look beautiful. LaRasha, good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning, Jenna. Jenna says, good morning, tribe. About a week. So about a week, I'll be down, but I'll be back. Good morning, Alicia. Alicia said, good morning. Alicia or Alicia? Let me know. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. Oh, there's cousin. Cousin is the one who checked me this morning. Like, girl, you on Instagram? You need to get over here in YouTube land because it's not 8 a.m. And y'all already know who cousin is, right? Cousin is the best moderator on what? Earth. The best moderator on earth is in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Martini. Martini's in the building. She said, Blessed Monday, morning beauties. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, look who we got back. April's here this morning. Good morning, April. April said, good morning. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda said, Alicia. Okay, Alicia, like Alicia Keys. Gotcha. Yolanda says, good morning, family. I am blessed. Yes. Okay, so let's get into some things this morning, right? And when I come back, I'm gonna make sure my eyebrows are right. Y'all don't worry about those. Okay, so we are going to get into some things this morning. I got my notes, of course, like I always do. So I have my notes, and so this weekend we did a few things. So I'm gonna give you a little recap about my weekend, and I'm gonna share my experiences with y'all, right? So this weekend we went to Jersey Gardens, and so we went shopping. And it's important that I say Jersey Gardens because I'm going to get to that point, right? So we went to Jersey Gardens this weekend, and we went shopping to get some things, and then we came across a candle vendor, and I shared this story a little bit on Instagram when I was getting myself together. But I'm going to share this story with you guys because I think it's something that we all should take into account because, I know Sean always tells you guys the price is the price, right? And we're always repeating that, right? The price is the price. But if your price doesn't match your experience and you got a high price point, I can respect it because it's your thing, right? But I could respect the price and still not buy. But if I'm willing to pay this amount for this particular thing, then this particular thing has to be of value. This particular thing has to be worth it to me. My experience has got to be worth it, right? And so I purchased a $40 candle. It was a dessert candle. And I was looking at the cookie candle. I wanted a smaller candle, but Sean said no, she wanted to get this candle. So we got the bigger candle, right? And so it was $40. I was like, $40 for the candle. And I was like, okay. And I was like, you know what? If I tell my community that the price is the price and stand on business with your price, then I got to do the same for them, right? And not to mention that they were really hustling in the mall. The guy he said he's one of her brothers, right? The guy who's her brother, he's the guy who actually got us to come back and purchase the candle because he was like, you don't want to buy a candle, da da da. And so we kept on walking, and I asked, I was like, what are they selling? And she was like, candles. So we went back. And so when we go back, I'm looking at the candles, and it's dessert candles, right? It's regular dessert candles, and cereal bowls and those type of things. And I'm like, okay. And so I was saying this also in Instagram. I don't necessarily have to buy a dessert candle because that's what I was known for, right? My video went viral because of my frosting technique. That is why I went viral. That is why I have a community. That is why I taught a class, right? That's why I had classes because of this video that went viral based off of my dessert candles. And so I said, all right, I'm going to get it anyway, right? So I get it, $40. And I said, we know being in the kiosk in the mall is expensive. You being here, your overhead is going to be crazy. Yes, let's support, right? So we're supporting. We buy the candle, but she gives me my candle in a plastic bag. In a regular plastic bag, not in a nice gift bag, not in anything like that, in a regular white plastic bag that says thank you for shopping, right? Those bags. And I was like, oh, you don't have bubble wrap or maybe a gift box or something to put that in because we're not going home right now. And so it might be getting moved around in the car or whatever. And we don't want to mess up the candle. And she was like, oh, no, I don't have anything like that. So I said $40 for a candle. I don't have proper packaging, and you're just gonna stick it. You're just gonna throw it in a plastic bag, right? This candle is almost $50. I'm not buying anybody's candle that's almost $50, right? Nobody's, right? And so, why I'm not doing that? Because I have a community of candle makers. I have a community. I will buy from you guys. I know you guys. I will purchase your thing, right? I don't have to buy outside candles, right? Because I have a whole community of candle makers, right? So I said, all right, but my experience was not what I expected, not for a $40 candle. Not for you to take my candle and stick it in a regular plastic bag that you could get your takeout food in. Not for a regular plastic bag that you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of plastic bag. it wasn't even like a good quality bag. So I was like, wow. And so I was like, you don't have any boxes or anything? Sean saying the same thing. You guys really need to have boxes and stuff like that. And so she was like, you really need to join her in the morning. She does a morning show. You should be there, Coffee with Nikki, or join the Black Candle Makers Club. They'll show you how to do your things. Like packaging is important. It's important, especially if your price point is at $40. Now, if you sold that candle for $20, people don't mind spending $20. People don't mind shelling out a little $20, right? But when you're going to tell me that your candle is almost $50 and you're going to throw my candle into a regular plastic bag, now it doesn't match up. You know what I'm saying? I still support it, but I still was kicking myself like, there's a whole mall here. Go to the Dollar Tree, go to somewhere and get you some bags. At least get you some Valentine's Day bags or something. Make it look like something. Get you a white bag, put your sticker on it. Do something. Make me feel like you know what I'm saying? Make me feel like I did something by buying a $40 candle and supporting the business. There was no box. You could get boxes from Paper Mart for cheap. You could get boxes for Uline, and you could definitely use your business credit and you don't have to pay right away. Like there's ways that you can do this. You could have went to the Dollar Tree and got regular bags. They sell those bags. Or Walmart, they have packs of those bags. Michael's has packs of those bags. Get a bag and stick your sticker on it. You got the sticker on a candle, stick the sticker on a bag, right? And so I was like, we need to talk about this because, like I said, on Instagram, you're doing yourself a huge disservice by not giving an experience. I don't have like there was no real experience. The experience is that I was supporting, but there was no experience like, oh, this beautifully made candle comes in this beautifully wrapped box, da 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 da. There, I got to be able to say, was this candle worth the price, right? And was it worth the price based on my experience? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? And I know that and looking at a lot of you guys and how you're packaging and the experience, the customer experiences that you guys give, it's not the same. This is a reason why this is why we have Rafi of Thompson's Ferrier coming to the conference. If you guys are not getting your tickets yet, you guys need to get your tickets for the BCMC conference that's going to be held in July. But the reason why, he sells a candle and he got $7,000 candles. He was even selling candles for $70 or whatever, but he gives you an experience when you unbox his package. For $30 more, I could have bought a candle from Rafi. You know what I'm saying? He gives you a whole experience. Like you don't just get your candle thrown in a plastic bag. And so you got to make sure that you are elevating the experience that you're giving to your customers. What am I going to remember? I'm going to remember it, but it's not going to be something that I remember because it was a great experience. It was a great interaction with us. I really loved the energy of all of them. They had a great energy, and that was more of a reason for us to buy the candle. But the way I walked away from it, it left me with a question mark over my head. And so I don't want you guys to do that with your products. I want you guys to elevate your experience. I want you guys to make sure people have something that when they're unboxing it, they feel away. When they buying it, they feel away. When they're using it, they feel away. Like, yes, we're in the market to sell things, but we also want this thing to be memorable so that they can come back and be returning customers. Do you guys think that I will go back well, first of all, I don't live there, but go back and purchase the candle? Hey Tiff, hey y'all on Instagram. Would I go back and purchase the candle? What do you guys think? Or purchase any candle. Now, if it smells amazing, I may make an exception. But I would be like, you know what? Your candle smells amazing, but $40 is not in a good bag, it's not in a box. I don't have anything, no card, there's no customer care card in here. You're not telling me how to take care of this. You're not telling me how to burn this. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you got to elevate your game. And like I said, I would be doing you guys a huge disservice if I don't tell you that it's time for you to elevate your game. And so this is what I am here for. I am here to help you to see things that maybe you overlooked it. And like I said before, if you don't know, you don't know. And while you're doing this, you're learning. So everything that you do is a learning experience. And that is totally acceptable. But you got to make sure that once you know better, you do better. And here I go with my pimp quotes, right? Once you know better, you do better, and you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to serve the people right. You got to serve the people right. So let me check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me see. Let me see. You can't upsell a candle for that price without a box. That diminishes their experience. Absolutely. Sean said, I was like, there's no box. There was no box. There was no bag. There was no bubble wrap. There was nothing. There was nothing. I have those white bags to put my candles in when I'm vending at events. Right. And stick your sticker on it. Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Stick your sticker on it in the bag. Cousin said, right, no man. At least wrap it up in paper or something. Right. If you have some butcher paper or something, wrap it up. Even cellophane, even you get all that stuff right there at Dollar Tree. You could get it at Dollar Tree. You can't say that I don't know where to get these things from wholesale. Okay, that's fine. Go to Dollar Tree, go to Walmart. Those things are there. They're available for you there. Grab it, use it. Right? Especially when you're using glass vessels, right? You should have better packaging without the box, bubble wrap, and paper wrap to ensure safety of the product. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to fix myself over here, but we may have to lose y'all over here on Instagram. All right, there we go. All right. Nope, no website. Right, no website. Of course not. Nope, I wouldn't. For $40, give me an experience. Absolutely. $10 more, I spent $50. $30 more, I could have bought a Thompson Ferrier candle, right? So, like, what are we doing here? And we already know that that's going to give you an experience, right? So we got to do better. We got to do better. So that was my experience, and that was something that was I thought it was going to be a teachable moment for us here. Did you help tell her to get packaging? I absolutely did. I absolutely did, because immediately when I seen when she was putting it in the bag, I was like, "You don't have a box to put that in? You don't have bubble wrap?" And she was like, "No." One of the brothers could have went to the store and got some stuff, so you put this stuff in the bag properly for somebody. But that was the experience that we had. Oh gosh, that was the experience that we had with that. So yeah, I did tell her to get her packaging. I told her, I said, Uline has boxes, so you need to do that. You need to do that, especially because you got a lot of people, you got a lot of incoming traffic coming from all over the place. People are coming from all over the place to go to the mall to go shop, right? And they got all kinds of shops in there. They have, the upscale shops in there. They got the regular shops in there. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of traffic going on in there, and you want to appeal to the people. And I'm not saying change what you're trying to do here, but also elevate your experience. You got to elevate your experience. So yes, 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 and yes. Hopefully she's here this morning. Hopefully, Dollar Tree has bubble wrap too. That's what cousin said. Even if it smelled amazing, I would not buy it. There are plenty of other people out here I can support that have amazing products and provides a good experience, period. She definitely needs to join the community. She does. With stuff like that, you won't have repeat customers. Absolutely not. The experience doesn't match the price at all. At all. And then I was questioning, because you know me in my mind. So I'm like, well, did you make the candles or did you buy the candles? And even if you did buy the candles wholesale and you're reselling them, I'm not judging, but I am judging the experience. I am judging the experience. I bought candles. Let me tell y'all something. I bought candles from Melissa, and Melissa's unboxing experience is amazing. Amazing. I didn't spend $40 with Melissa. I don't think. No, I think my discovery pack was $28, and then my shipping or whatever. It was something like that. But I didn't spend a lot of money, but I had an amazing experience. I had an amazing experience. I love her candles. I loved everything about what I loved every layer that I unfolded in her packaging, every single thing, right? And she can charge more if she wanted to, because my experience was just that. My experience, I had a great experience. So she could charge more than that. Also, I did spend 40. Why did I think I spent 28? What was $28? I don't know. But anyway, but I you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a great experience. And you have to make sure that you elevate it as well. You have to elevate it as well, because it has to match. It has to match. So everybody in here, y'all hear me, right? Make sure that your price matches your experience. I don't care if you sell your candle for $100. I really don't. I'm not trying to tell you to lower your price to meet somebody's expectations, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're going to have that price, stand on business and let that be your price. But give me an experience that's going to make it worth my while. Yes? Do y'all all agree with me? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Hey, everybody on Instagram, let me know in the chat if y'all agree. The experience must match the price point. The experience must match the price point. If it does not, that throws away the whole experience. It throws away the whole experience. Yes, yes, and yes, yes. Right now, I need to buy some of Martini's candles, because Martini's candles are amazing. I need to get some from her too, right? Because they're gorgeous. But everything has to flow. Everything has to flow. And so I want you guys to make sure when you are thinking about it, that your experience is going to be something that the people are going to remember. What can you do to make your experience memorable? What can you do? If you sell your candles for $80, you sell your thing for $80. Like I said, I'm not talking you down from that, but make it worth my while. Make it seem like, oh, this is why. This is amazing. Oh yeah, I love this. Oh, this is amazing. Like, you want people to be saying that every time they shop with you, because it's something that is going to be memorable. It's something that they're going to share with another person, right? You don't want their experience to be like, I didn't think it was worth the money that I spent, because you'll never get a repeat customer like that. How would you suggest elevating the experience of a candle bar? Of a candle bar, I agree. How would I would if I had a candle bar, I would have events where, and give them like the red carpet treatment kind of thing. Like, how can we serve you? What can we do for you? Um, put my fragrances in beautiful bottles, have my vessels lined up, give them instruction. This is another thing. Another thing that I want to share is that it was my first time going to a Korean spa. And in this Korean spa, the experience was okay, but it wasn't amazing the way um, in informing me, right? So we didn't know where certain things were. It was our first time there. We didn't know where certain things were. We didn't know orders of how to do things. And so I would do that. I would give them beautiful menus for your candle bar that tells them what they need to do, how they need to flow through the place. And I would make sure that I'm there giving them the best customer service that I possibly can, right? And I would be educating them as I'm doing that. And I would give them things that they could take home with them, either to test, to try, or to read up on, because I want them to remember this experience that they had. Maybe I'm going to give them a takeaway gift. Maybe I'm going to give them something, that they, a coupon to come back and bring a friend or something like that. I will do something like that for my candle bar experience, because I want the people to come back. I want to make sure that they had an elevated experience. I want to make sure that they learned something and they had a good time. Right. And I will also ask my customers too, what can I do to make this experience better? Did you enjoy this experience? Give us a review. What can we do to serve you better? What would you like to see in our candle bar? Your customers actually tell you what they want. They'll tell you they'll tell you what they want and how they want you to serve them. All you have to do is listen. Right. So if they say you can't say, well, I did what I did. And they're going to be like, but you asked me, how can I make my experience better? This is how you can make my experience better. I gotta listen, right? So you got to listen to your customers. They'll tell you exactly what they want from you, but give them the opportunity to say it, and make sure you give them a thank you card. Thank you so much for visiting our candle bar. We've had a great time serving you. And if there's anything that we can do to serve you better, please let us know. Also, here's a 10% coupon for you for the next time you come to our experience, and you can bring a friend for free or whatever, something like that. Don't do it the way I say. You can do it the way you feel, right? Whatever way the spirit moves you, operate in that capacity. But yeah, I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is today your last coffee for the week? It is. I should probably turn this light off because I think one of these lights are washing me out. Yep, this is my last coffee. Tomorrow I'm going to get ready for my surgery, and then Wednesday I go into surgery, and then I should be out for about a week or so. And but I'll keep you guys posted on when I'm coming back. Gotcha. Thanks. You're welcome. So that's my experience. I wanted to share that experience, like with the Korean spa. They should have told us what things, and everything was in Korean, and they had some things was in regular English, but I didn't know. We don't know. There's a cold room, a hot room, clay, infrared. Like, let us know what these rooms do, right? And so there was a map, but the map wasn't very clear either. And this place was like a maze, right? It was a maze. It was things upstairs, downstairs, round corners. Like, there was things everywhere in this Korean spa. And I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? Where are we supposed to go? How are we supposed to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know. Like, tell me how I'm supposed to sit in the room. Tell me what room I should go into first. Like, those type of things. And we didn't have that kind of experience. So I think we missed a lot of that experience. We had some services done. So we got our feet done and we got massages. And so those were amazing. And so our experience there was fine, right? But going through the whole place, it was like, what do we do? So that was that. And so I'm talking about 1% closer to my goals is I finally got to the sister shop in Jersey. I've been trying to get there forever. I said I was going to get there, and I never made it there. And so we just so happened to walk up on it. They had a DJ in there. They had some of the vendors in there, and it was just popping in there. And I was like, oh, we was like, oh, what's this? And I look, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my friend's store. And so we went into the sister shop and we went shopping. We bought some stuff, supported. We supported. And what happened was Aisha was there. And so I got to meet her. And we've been speaking to each other for years on Instagram. And she said, and then this is before she even had her shop. She was like, you should come and do the event. And for whatever reason, I never was able to make it to vent at any of the expos that they did, right? And so this year I meet her and she's at the shop. Now the shop is there all the time, and she's back and forth between Atlanta and New Jersey. And so it just so happens that she was there when I got there, and she was in the back. And so I got to meet her, and then we had this whole conversation and about being a vendor and maybe doing the expo. I got to see what everything looks like, but I'm going to figure it out. But definitely the vendor part I can do, right? The vendor part in the store I could do, and we'll see if I'll be able to do the expo this year. But and that's moving closer to my goals, because I said I wanted to do more vending events. I wanted to be at more markets and stuff like that, because after COVID, we stopped doing all of the events and stuff like that. And so now I want to get back into it. And so meeting her and doing that just made me just like snap. Everything was like, yep, it's time to get back in alignment with the things that you said that you want to do. And I took immediate action. I didn't wait for, she was like, girl, just go ahead and fill out the app and we'll pull it because we already know who you are, da 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 da. And so I filled out all my information. I think I did it before I even left the mall, so I can make sure that it's done, because I didn't want to let it sit there. If I'm telling you guys that you got to take immediate action, I got to do the same, right? And so if if it's working for y'all, it's got to work for me too. I can't tell y'all to do something and I don't listen to myself, right? So I took immediate action, sent in my vendor form. And also I started filling out my vendor form to do the expo. So should my schedule permit and I can do the expo, I will be at the expo. How did I pause this? I don't know what I did. Oh, all right, I'm back. So then I'll be at the expo. So that's what I am. That's what my weekend was like. So I had an eventful weekend. I had an eventful weekend. I had a relaxing weekend, and I actually got some things done that were on my list to get done anyway. So let me see. Let me see. Is this your last coffee for the week? Last day is tomorrow. I love going to the sister shop here. Yes. Oh, I used to be in that store. I know Melissa. She's a sweetheart. She is. I love Aisha. Yes, she is. Me too, Melissa. I met her here in Atlanta. There's no room on the shelves, but I'm in line to be a vendor, a weekend vendor. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, so that's what was happening this weekend. And then Chantel, we're gonna talk about this one because this is what I wrote about for the morning. Chantel sent me a message and I didn't know what was going on with Keith Lee. And I usually know what's going on with Keith Lee through them because I don't even think I follow him. And I follow when there's something that starts trending, right? So um Chantel was like, you really need to get into this story about Keith Lee. And I was like, what's happening? She was like, yeah, we need to tell people about, bad customer experiences and how it can ruin your poor customer service and how that can ruin your business. And I said, you know what? It's on the docket for this morning. I'm going to do it this morning. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Keith Lee experience, the Keith Lee effect, and we're going to talk about poor customer service and bad judgment and blessings. We're going to talk about blessings, right? Because this was a blessing that he showed up, but it turned out to be, I don't want to say a curse, like, because it's saying like, somebody put something on you, like a spell or something. I'm not saying it like that, but they weren't prepared for it. And so and they sabotaged themselves. And so they ruined this whole experience that could have been something that was monumental for their business. And so we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that today. So according to the story, not according to the story, Keith Lee went to Dallas, right? He went to Dallas. He went to go visit this food truck. The girl, I mean, the lady's son was on live with his friend who's an influencer, the influencer and her brother. The brother does, he was cutting hair. The sister was braiding hair and they had the food truck. And so they had music. And so it was kind of like, they made it a party. I think they came out because they were going to invite Keith Lee down there and just in hopes that he does show up, that they were all out there together. I don't think every day they're out there braiding hair and cutting hair with the food truck. I don't think that's how that happened. I think just because they were expecting Keith Lee to be there, that's what they did. And so Keith Lee came out, ordered his food, did his thing. Based on the girl was on live, and so Keith Lee came on the live when she was on, and he said, "Where you at?" And he showed up, right? And so he bought the food, had the experience, got out the car, gave the lady $4,000. With this $4,000, she was supposed to give 1,000 to the girl and her brother, so 1,000 for the haircuts and the braiding, right? And then 2,000 for her. And he told her she could split it up, how not split it up, but she can give it to them how she saw fit. So she could divvy it up. He said, like through Cash App, PayPal, however you pay out, you can pay them the money, but I'm gonna pay it to you and you give it to them. And so she was so selfish, like so at first she was all happy about him coming. And this is me telling you, if you are not prepared for a blessing, it may hurt you, right? And so this is me telling you guys to make sure that you are preparing yourself for greatness, that you're making room for expansion, because things are going to happen and you don't want something amazing to happen to you at the wrong time, and you can't properly take advantage of this situation, right? And so what happened was they said something about there's some miscommunication about how the payment was going to be divvied up, but they all got online. Main thing, they all got in line to let me just check and make sure I'm right, because I missed a lot. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tree said I should follow Keith Lee. I will follow him. Yeah, she missed her blessings with Keith Lee. She sure did. Keith Lee is dope. Love his model. He's a food critic, Betty Rose. Good morning, Miss Linda. Miss Linda said, good morning, everyone. I am blessed and ready for my miracles. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, I remember something about that. Keith Lee said, we in the hood, no other way to say it, period. I have seen that, Trees. Yes. Hope you get it. get into the Atlanta story. Yes, yes, yes. The son invited the sister and brother. The sister actually helped the lady in the truck taking payments. Yes. And the sister helped. She didn't have to help. The sister came, and this is supposed to be his friend. She came to help them do what they needed to do, right? So if nothing else, you should have respected her for even coming out to help you guys, because if it wasn't for her, you would have never had this opportunity, right? But being that she came out and she did what she did as a friend, I'm assuming she did it as a good friend to the brother, to the son, right? That she was going to come up and show, do what she does. And so the lady ultimately didn't want to give them the money because she got online and told them, she said she don't know them. The lady got online and said that she didn't know them. They were not with her, right? And so she just denounced them, and she was like, he didn't give me money to give to y'all, right? And so she was trying to keep the money. And he gave the money so that she could share it with the people, and she didn't want to share with them. And so first of all, she was ugly and selfish. And I'm not saying ugly in a physical aspect. I'm saying ugly on the inside. Like if somebody gave you something to divvy out and give to people, and you took it, you saw fit to keep it yourself because I don't know if you thought maybe there wasn't going to be a big impact about it. Maybe you thought they weren't going to say anything about it. I don't know exactly what you thought. One sec, y'all. Okay, so I don't know exactly what y'all were thinking about it, but she said that she didn't know them and they weren't with her, and so she's not gonna give them the money. So they made it. They said something about it, and they made her change her tune, right? Because they went on public. They went on social media and they told what was going on, right? And so now they're making her accountable for what she was doing. And so what she did was she was also taking advantage of the money that was coming in too, because the girl said, oh, well, I try to give you a chance to make it right, but you don't want to make it right. So now let me tell you what really happened. And so she goes to say, well, what really happened is after the third free person, because Keith Lee said, for feed the people. And so the third person, she said, all right, start charging. And she was like, but Keith Lee gave you the money so that we can keep serving the food. And she said, no, start charging. And so this is something that uh so selfish. You're so selfish that you sabotaged your own business. She sabotaged herself because you got in your own way with this situation. Somebody gave you a blessing to bless others, and you chose not to bless anybody else. You chose to be selfish. You chose to be ignorant. You chose to be the way that you were, as opposed to giving that off to somebody else. This lady was struggling in her food truck, according to her. This lady wasn't making ends meet. According to the son, they came from Memphis to Dallas, and they really didn't know too much about Dallas, right? And so they trying to make their way in Dallas. This could have been something that put them on the map. But what she chose to do was to be selfish. She had poor customer service, and she didn't serve her community the way she was supposed to serve her community. This could have been something that was better for her. This could have been something good for her business, but she chose not to do that, right? And we need to think. Now, I know myself, and Sean got to check me sometimes, because I'll be like, I'm ready to pop off on anybody who says something that I don't like, or anybody who I feel is trying to disrespect me, right? I'm usually trying to do that. But this wasn't a disrespectful thing. This was a blessing. He came out of his pocket. I'm not leaving $1,000 tip to nobody. Maybe sometime in the future, maybe I'll do something like that, but I'm not leaving no $1,000 tip to nobody on a food truck. What? Why? Huh? Huh? Like Tree say, huh? Why would I do that? Like, come on. Come on. So somebody blessed you like this. Where are you getting these blessings like this? Right? Somebody giving you $1,000 just because you got a food truck and they saw your people online, and so they came to visit you because on the strength of them being on live. That's why they came. And you decide that you're gonna take your nasty self and say you're not divvying out any money and you're not doing what he asked you to do. And then he has to make another video to correct himself because you don't want to do what you were supposed to do off of a blessing. off of a blessing. This is somebody trying to do a good thing and trying to help you grow your business. This is him. This is somebody trying to help you market your business better. And he's saying, you know what? The marketing ain't the problem. You know what the problem is? She's the problem. And this problem is going to keep on happening. And it didn't, this was Keith Lee. Now imagine it just being a regular person, and the regular person don't have the same kind of impact as Keith Lee. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't going to spread like that. But now that she see it, because we don't know how many poor experiences other people have shopping with her or buying from her food truck, right? We don't know that, but we know it because Keith Lee was there. And so this is something that can be corrected. It can be corrected. I don't think she's out of business. I don't think she's out of business for life. I think she has an opportunity to make this right. And like I said, I know I have a bad attitude, and sometimes I will give it back, or I would say something, or I would want to say something. But I got to check myself, and then I got to do things the right way. She had the chance to make it right with the girl, the sister. I forgot what her name is. I know it starts with the S. She had a chance to make it right with her. The girl said, all you got to do is, she's like, I'm giving you whatever you need to do. You can put the money in my brother's account. She said her brother really needed the money, right? And so she was like, you could keep mine, but give my brother his. And she still was making a big deal. Her and her son was still making a big deal about giving her the money. Then at the end, they're like, here, well, take the money. I'm trying to give it back. No, you're trying to do the right thing now because you got caught in the act. But had you not got caught in the act, you would have been this nasty, manipulative person, and you would have did what you did behind the scenes. You can't operate a business like that, right? And now you see, so this experience should have humbled her. It should have made her see that she is in her own way. The son even tried to say that the mother had disability, that she is mentally unstable and all this other stuff. She can't be that mentally disabled or unstable, and she's running a whole food truck by herself, right? She can't be. There's got to be some level of intelligence in there, right? And I'm not saying anybody with a mental disability is not intelligent, but the way the brother is making it seem, the son is making it seem, he making it seem like, she can't comprehend, and you can't be talking too fast, and you can't do this but that lady got on the line and said she not giving them anything. Like, she got on there saying what she not gonna do. So she had the mental capacity to tell you that. So she knew exactly what she was doing. Let's not make excuses for these businesses. We got to hold these businesses accountable. And this is sometimes why people will say they don't want to shop in black businesses, black and brown businesses, because these are the kind of things that happen, right? And I don't support that theory at all, right? I'm going to continue, because no matter where you go, you're always going to have an experience. It don't matter what the race is. You're going to have experiences that you like and you dislike, period. Right? And you're not going to stop having those experiences just because of those experiences, or shopping at those places just because somebody put you off, right? Especially if you need certain products, you just may find somewhere else to go and shop. But we can't just be canceling out our people like that just because you've had a bad experience. So what I'm saying is, should something like this ever happen to any of you, and it shouldn't, because you guys are part of this community, so it better never happen, right? But should something like that happen, she could fix the situation, right? Because I think all she would have to do is do an apology from the heart, and not the kind of apology that she did, not the kind of apologizing that is like sugar-coated BS, like not those kind, right? I think that if she apologized and she said she's making changes, and she's going to do a X, Y, and Z for the business, and to make customer service better, and maybe just like the bigger companies when they miss the mark and they like, oh, we're going to get sensitivity trainings and all this other stuff, I think that she would be able to come back on her food truck and be just as successful. And then after making all those changes, I would then ask Keith Lee to come back to, whenever he comes back to Dallas, I would like to do whatever, or maybe even pull up to where, in the area where he says he's going to be, and say, you know what, I wanted to make this right. And then give him another experience, or maybe give him another perception of me, and to see that I made changes. And then he'll be able to say, you know what, I this was a humbling experience for you. This is a learning lesson for you. And I know business is hard, and I know sometimes we're gonna have to take some hard lessons. I really appreciate you trying to fix this, da 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 da, and may give her another chance, right? And we can do the same thing with our customers as well. If somebody had a poor shopping experience with us, and I actually have an experience, I have something that I could share too. But if somebody had a poor customer experience with us, it is our job to make that thing right. We need to go above and beyond to do what we need to do in order to make it right. How can we make it right? We're going to ask them, how can we make it right? What can we do? We're going to ask them, what can we do to make it right for them? And then we're going to change from this moment on out, right? It's never going to happen again. Or if it does happen again, it's going to be very, very, very tiny, very minor, right? It's not going to be something that is going to drastically change anybody's, future or whatever. But yes. So let me check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. The son invited the sister and brother. Yep. And that they're supposed to be her friend. This story is crazy. I've been following it all weekend. Okay. The woman was so greedy. Yep. Greed at its finest. And not to mention, you weren't just greedy in private. You was greedy in a public forum. You were greedy on social media. You were greedy. You went live. You went live and showed the world your greed. And so you didn't go viral for what you thought you could have been viral for. You went viral for the wrong things, right? And this is why you have to be ready for when something like this happens. This is why you got to get ready. I mean, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Because when a situation like this, yes, it was a blessing, but it turned out to not be. It turned out to not be. She definitely blocked her blessings. Yep. Yep. I didn't get the entire story, but she seems like she was selfish. Yep. Nope, she was the only one confused. Thanks, Melissa. She cursed herself by keeping the money. Yep, yep, yep. She's like, I don't know them. Let me tell you something. You can't come up in my establishment and hand transactions if I don't know you. And the transaction, I think the girl gave her her $1,000. Like, I would have gave you that. What am I giving you that? She said you could keep mine. Why am I saying you could keep mine? Nope, you cannot. I want it. He gave it to me. I'm here out here doing what I do. And she probably just thought, you know what? I got to meet Keith Lee. Keith Lee seen the value in what I'm doing. I'm going to keep going. And that's probably what was good enough for her, right? Just the fact that they put out this plan actually worked, and she got to meet him. And so this may have been confirmation for her. This may have been exposure for her. And so, yeah, that probably was worth enough for her, right? And so she told the lady she could keep the money. And so the lady still, now she's like, oh, she don't want to get her money now. But you still on social media making these videos and being ugly. You're making people not even want to buy with you, right? And again, I said this can be fixed, but you can't keep showing this as your face. You can't show this as your hand, because now people are going to expect this of you, and they're not going to want to spend their money with you, right? Although your son bought her in, and you still let her work, right? It doesn't matter if she knew them or not. He gave them money, right? And it didn't matter, right? He said, give it to them. Even if you couldn't give it to them that day, and she said, Square take a day or so in order for the money to clear. And I've seen some places and people saying that no, it don't take that long or whatever. But I used to have Square in my store, and yes, sometimes it did take time for the transactions to clear. And I don't know if it's on the credit card's part. I don't know if it's on Square's part, but sometimes it did take a day or so for it to come through. So every transaction didn't come immediately, at least not in my experience. And I had Square. So we can't say that that's how that happens, right? So even if it did take days to clear, then she should have been honest with them and just set up front with them and said, it's going to take a few days to clear. I'm going to hit you guys, or I'm going to get you guys when it comes through, or whatever. I would definitely say that. But for you to say that you're not going to give them nothing because you didn't know them, and you're caught in videos with them, and your son knows them, and it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You got to make it make sense. You can't be that greedy over $4,000. $2,000 is yours. You can't be that greedy over $2,000. You can't. You can't. Let me see. It doesn't matter if she knew them or not. He gave the money, trusting her to split it in between them. Right? It's sickening. Common as it be. That's all I'm gonna say. And right, that it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. However, it comes back to her. This is what she earned. This is what she earned. Selfish. Yep. Very wrong. His directives was to give them their coins, feed the people, and keep what he gave her. She slapped her blessings right out the paint. She gonna continue to be on that struggle bus until she does right. Till you do right by me. Yes, the owner didn't know how much of an impact the girl that helped her was. Yep. She was a really big she was she's a really big TikToker, and she told her story and it went viral. Well, you're charging almost $80 a plate. Yes, she's struggling. Well, it was $80, he said, for all of the food that he got, and he said it wasn't worth it. Now I thought he got four plates, like four different plates, different dinners or whatever it was. And so I was like, oh, okay, so if it's like $20 each one, then I get it. But no, he had got some desserts, and I think he got three different things, right? Here I know he got the chicken tacos, some crunchy rib thing, and a pulled pork sandwich. So he got three plates and then the two banana puddings. I don't know how much the plates are, but if you in the hood, you can't be charging no $20 for the plate anyway. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know, but it is what it is. Is it still on? I don't know. Oh, I gotta call you back. Um, he was led to do that, and now it turned into a slap in his face. This is what deters people from bestowing blessings to others. It does. Handle transactions. Wait, you guys, 1 second. I don't even know how to do this. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Am I back? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Can y'all hear and see me? Let me know. I'm not on Instagram anymore, so now I'm off of that. But okay. That was my mother calling me. She called me back to back, so I was like, it had to be an emergency, but it was an emergency. It wasn't an emergency. So let me see. Handle transactions. That's what the girl was doing. Fighting over money that doesn't belong to you, right? They coming. They're gonna post after the fact. They coming. They posting after the fact. Her actions were so cringy. They were two emotional wrecks. Yep. Baby, she was called everything from A to Z. They made up names. They sure did. Didn't seem like that when she was live, right? They was friendly friends with her. She lied. She said that because this situation went public. Exactly. If not, she would have kept all the money. Did she really give the money? She gave the money to the brother. The girl said she didn't want the money. And so she kept on saying, they were arguing or whatever. She said she didn't want the money. No excuses, right, Chantel? Facts, Michi. I agree that she can change it, but she was wrong for what she did. She was absolutely wrong, and she needs to be held accountable for for that action, for her actions. She needs to be held accountable for that. So she needs to make sure that she says in this video, I was wrong. I know she said that she misunderstood what Keith Lee said, but she needs to say, I was wrong in letting my greed take over. Blah 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 blah. Right? She needs to come out and say that part. But yeah, she has to make up for that. She has to be held accountable for that. I was thinking she should have given it to her brother along with his portion. Yes, she should have gave her brother, especially because the brother needed it. She shouldn't have gave it to her, but she probably said, "I know this lady struggling." Da 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 da. What? I don't know. I don't know why she would have gave it to her, but I would have for sure said, "Give my part to my brother too." You right, Martini. Good morning. I snuck away. Hey, sis. Oh, girl said, "I don't need your money." Okay. I woke up and XYZ was deposited in my account, but give my brother his money. Mm. I love my people, but some of us will mess up a wet dream. I'm telling you. Hey, I'm late, but I'm gonna catch the replay. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Yes, I left the box question up there. Acting like acting like it's 4 million. Right. It's 4K. It's nothing these days. I'm telling you, you can pay your rent probably twice. Depending on where you live. You probably may be able to get 3 months out of that, your rent, your mortgage, but you for sure can't get all your bills out of that. You're gonna be able to pay what, 1 month? Like, come on. When you could be generating this kind of business all the time, you gonna shoot yourself in the foot for 4K? For $4,000, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot? Come on, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. Oh, then gave her an extra 800 to feed the people for free behind him. Right. And so if let's say if her plates were however much, and well, no, we can't do it off of him because he bought quite a few, but he spent $80 on his food. Right. And she only fed 3 people and went right back to charging. Yep. And then that's so ugly and so conniving, because he told you not, this is what he said, to give feed the people, and you decided that you weren't. And had you paid the girl, that we probably wouldn't have known that either. Right? So you was just shady all the way around. Had she paid her, we probably wouldn't have even known that she was doing this, bad business, right? We probably wouldn't have even known. Child plates aren't $5 anymore, right? You're definitely not paying 15. You're definitely paying $15 and up, depending on the meat selection, right? Then he gave another $800 for the $10 people behind him. Let me see. All right. Because of people like her, it makes it hard for people to do things like what Keith tried to do for the people that were there. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Keith Lee is the kind of person that's not going to allow that situation to affect his future situations. But it's crazy. The sister's an influencer, so she probably gave her brother the money he needed to get back home. Yeah. Yeah. And he came and he did it on his strength. Like she said, this is a good opportunity. She was trying to get him in another shop and she was trying to do things, and she told him it was a good opportunity, and he showed up. He did his part. Pay this man his money. He did his part. Well, he did his part for his, his sister said, come on down and get some here. Cause let me tell you something. I will definitely be using this and be on my social media and be like, Keith Lee came and da 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 da. Get your hair cut. Keith Lee said, haircuts are on him. I'm going to do 5 haircuts for free. Y'all come on down, and then start charging. People will tip you because you're doing something like that. People will see what you're doing. Use this experience and start maximizing, because these type of things, when they happen, a lot of the times we don't see how we can make the most of it. But this is a situation where you gotta think about, okay, so now how I could turn this ugly situation into a good situation, right? So now the sister and the brother, they could be using this right now on their social media. This is something that they could use to their advantage. So yeah, I hope they are. I don't know what their social media is, so I don't need to go down that rabbit hole, because I go down enough rabbit holes, believe me. So I really don't need to go down another rabbit hole. Which is why Keith made another video explaining what was what. Yep. And let me see if I missed anything in my notes. All right. So one thing I do want to say is, I wanted to say this for you guys, is to start putting yourself in a position to be blessed. Put yourself in a position to be blessed. Put yourself in positions to expand. Put yourself in a position to know that greater things are coming for you. And when they do come for you, that you are going to be ready for those things, right? And that means, because of this situation, we seen that you need to make sure that your team is on the same level as you on. Your team is going to go for, as hard as you're going to go for them, right? The girl went hard for the mother, but the mother didn't go hard for the girl. She acted like she didn't know her. And she just was like, I don't even know them people. Like, she was so disgusting and so ugly with that, right? And the girl going hard for her. Yeah, come on down. She's excited. She going crazy, telling them Keith Lee come down to the seasonings. What is his name? Tenderly seasoned, sweetly seasoned, or something like that. Come on down here. Come get a plate. We here. We live. Da 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 da. Oh my gosh, Keith Lee is coming. She amped that thing up for the lady to get that business. That lady ain't get that business on her own. Right? So she did her part. She was on the team and she was excited to share the business so that the people could come out and he could help her with the business, but she didn't do the same thing for her. And that is, she didn't reciprocate that for her. And that is so ugly to me. Like, this girl went out of her way to make sure that Keith Lee came down to you. She's excited. She's showing, yeah, Keith, come down, get you a plate, da da da. She could have been talking about her own stuff, but she said, come get you a plate, da 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 da. And he did that, right? Based off of her energy. She said she showed up for her. She showed up for the mother. And the mother showed her butt. So make sure that your team is excited to work for you, as you know, and to be a part of what you got going on, as you are a part, as you are to have them a part of being a part of that. Am I saying that right? Make sure your team is excited as you are to have them, to have you. Listen, y'all know what I'm trying to say, because now I can't fix it. But y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? Make sure your team is on board. Period. You don't need no dissension in your team. You don't need no hate in your team. You don't need any of that in your team. You need to make sure that everybody is riding for you like you would ride for them. Right? Make sure that you choose your team wisely. And sometimes you're making decisions and you think that you're making the right decision, and sometimes they turn out to be the wrong decision, but make sure you take action quickly and you fix it immediately. Right? And fix it immediately. So make sure that you are putting yourself in positions to be blessed. And when the blessings come, that they do not turn out to be a curse. Yes, 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 and yes. And make sure that your team knows how to conduct themselves. Make sure that your team's morals and values and everything in your mission statement all blends and meshes together, so that we are all in one accord. One beat, one sound, right? Let's make one band, one sound, right? That's how it goes. One band, one sound. We want to make sure that everybody is on the same level, right? Again, if somebody had a bad experience, maybe you had a blessing and your blessing turned into a curse, right? And it may not have been something that was helpful to you, but it was something that was harmful to you. Can you turn it around? You absolutely can turn it around. You have to be held accountable for what you said, for where you performed wrong, and let everybody know, and then you can fix it, because now you can make adjustments and you start moving differently. I don't have to tell you, but I'm gonna show you, and from my actions you're gonna see that I'm moving differently, that I'm acting differently, that I'm serving differently, right? And I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out, because this is what I got to do to make things right? So it can be turned around, but it's a valuable, expensive lesson for her on her part, so she can come back. So yep, that's what I had to say for the day. Let me check. And your bad attitudes may cost you. Your bad attitudes may cost you. That's the last thing I put on here. Your bad attitudes may cost you. So don't think, you may have a bad day. Somebody may have pissed you off. A customer may have said something that you didn't like. Don't let that day turn into a situation where it's going to be affecting you forever. You never know who you're serving. You never know what kind of impact these people are going to have on you. You never know where it's going to, who's going to reach. So you want to make sure that every experience, no matter good or bad with your customers, that you maintain your coop. Like my mom said, you have no coop, you have no decorum. Make sure that you maintain your decorum and that you don't get out of character. You do not let a customer get you out of character, so that somebody can video it, or somebody can share it with somebody, or somebody in a hot position sell somebody that's going to, do something that damages your company. You don't want that to happen. So make sure that you don't allow anybody to knock you off your block. Okay? Knock you off your block, period. So I'm gonna check what you guys are saying, but I am going to be wrapping it up. So you guys let me know what you thought about today. Let me know if you thought today was this is just me sharing my experiences just about customer experience, customer service and things like that. And the reason why you guys need, and all of us, not just you guys, but all of us, we need to make sure that our customer experience is going to be something that is going to be memorable. We want to make sure that we are not showing up with our bad attitudes and putting that onto our customers and their experiences, and they're sharing it out in the world. And so we just definitely need to look at that. And that's what I wanted to talk about this morning. But before we wrap that up, I'm going to check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, let me see. Her business is going to be hurt. The internet does not play, period. And so she gonna have to worry about, she don't have to, the good thing is since she's a physical location, she doesn't have to worry about what's going on in the entire world. She got to make it right in her area. She got to make it right in her area. So she just got to start taking those steps to make that right in her area. Sweetly seasoned. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, she didn't even do her business because she was helping. Oh, she didn't do her business because she was helping the mother. Yep. Yep. Got to meet in the right, Sherelle. Have an amazing day. Have a great day, lady. Have a beautiful day. Have a great day, beautiful ladies. Oh, Nikki, speedy recovery. Thank you so much, Sherelle. Have a great day, Sherelle. This was good. We need to hear some of these stories. Yes, I'm gonna start sharing more of these stories. So if y'all have a story or whatever, y'all make sure y'all tag me or DM me and let me know, and we can talk about it. We can talk about it. All right, y'all. Go check yourself and your attitude. I may or may not be here tomorrow. I do have prep work to do before I head into surgery, and I got to start that tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm going to be live. We'll see how I'm feeling. But if I'm not here tomorrow, and I am going to still be in the stories and everything, but I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll let you know in the morning. I'm going to do it in the morning. I'll let you know what I'm going to do. But tomorrow, if I am here tomorrow will be my last day for about a week or a week and a half, until I'm healed and ready to move about and start back up. But I am going to still be in your business. I'm still going to be on live. Not live. I'm still going to be doing my coaching calls and things like that. So I'm definitely still around. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know I'm on my road to 100K. So if you're watching right now, but not yet subscribed, I'm going to need you guys to subscribe. Please do that. Thank you right now. Boop, right now. And then make sure that you turn on your notifications bell. And I'm assuming it's somewhere up here, but turn on your notifications bell. It may be down here, wherever that is. Turn it on, because we go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. I will be off for, let's say, a week and a half. And then I'll be back after I am recovered and feeling well. What else? I want to share. If you want to join the community, please join us at Bubble Babes, BABEZ University.com, and you can click community. It is free to join the community, and join us there. You'll have lots of information to help you with your business and help you to grow your business and everything like that. So with that being said, y'all, let me see. Get as much rest as you can. Thank you so much. I will keep you lifted in prayer. Thank you so much, Martini. I appreciate you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I know that you guys could be spending your time elsewhere, and I know you guys are at work, sneaking away and doing what you're doing to watch me, and I appreciate y'all so much. I want to tell y'all thank you. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media, because I'm going to be talking mess, because I ain't going to be here, so I'm going to be talking mess all on social media. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.